once we reach the summit of a mountain, we're just halfway there. That's the halfway point. And we have to have enough energy at that point to come back down nice and safe. And you know that most incidents happen on the way down. The statistics is that most injuries in mountain climbing, in mountain trekking, happens on the way down. And why? It's because often people are overexhausted, they are careless, they might have the trailhead fever, and they make mistakes and they get in trouble. So we're going to focus on how to conserve energy on the way up, teaching some very simple technique, but they're not natural. You're going to have to think about it. It won't come naturally. You will have to think about what you're doing to do it right. And then Julie will show you how to way down, which often is overseen. Like, right, just go down. And this is where injuries happens. So on the way up, what we're going to show you is three things. Three things to remember. Flat-footed, micro step, and rest step. Okay? And maybe some of you have heard those terms before. Rest steps, that's something we have heard before? No?
I haven't heard any of this.
Perfect. So that's good. So flat-footed simple is that it is much safer for us and much more energy conservation to always hike, even in steep terrain, with a flat foot. Although the tendency will be for people to do this here. So it's very steep there. I bet you have seen some of you going like this here. Have you seen that?
On your toes? On your toes,
Yeah, you see what happened here?
Yep.
So what happens when I walk on my toes? What muscle do I engage?
Your calf all the time.
Muscle. Okay? So you don't need to engage your calf muscle if you keep flat-footed. So that'll be the first thing we're going to do here. So we'll do the same hike again a bit. And this is what we're going to do here. Keep my foot always flat-footed. And sometimes it gets so steep, I might have to go sideways a bit. And that's called French technique, to go flat-footed. And after that, I can still go up, always flat-footed. Okay?
It helps
Flat-footed is the first set of skills. Same on the way down, we'll do that for
Helps with blisters, you said?
Yeah, because you won't have that motion, that move, that friction.
That makes sense? But macro step is simple. Do small steps. You know, you have to climb this thing. You don't have to climb it in 20 steps. You have to climb it, basically you have to climb it. So climb as many steps as you want. So often the terrain, especially on a rocky trail, has these bars, those rock bars, and you feel there's often little places you can go on the side and raise your foot by just a few inches, and it makes a whole difference. So what you want to avoid, basically, is the big natural step. Like 90-degree step, you're going to burn a lot of energy quickly. Okay. Last one is rest step, and that's the one that's not natural. So rest step, it basically means this here, that every time I will do a large step, or a steep step, sorry, I will kind of explode quickly on my leg. So I'm going to engage my quads, explode quickly, and then for microsecond, rest on my skeleton while I move my next foot. So it'll be like this.
But it looks funny when you're flat.
Yeah, flat doesn't make any sense.
It looks like a
So you don't use that technique flat.
but it doesn't look like that when you're
So I'm going to do it here, and you see a bit, I'm going to rhythm, and if I'm good at it, you will see that I move from one balance point to another balance point. We don't pose. Move from one balance point to another balance point. If you can do that, that shows that you're really moving your weight from one skeleton structure to another, flat-footed, in balance and control. And that's important. When you go uphill, you'll be tired. If you stay on control, you will avoid falling or slipping. And that's what protects you. Okay? So it's like go up here. We won't do any pause for this one. Look at this. If I get into my rhythm,
And a side note, try not to overextend. Like you know, he can overextend.
Yeah, your knee.
Don't
Lock your knee.
don't overextend and lock.
don't overextend.
Not too much of a snap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? Flat-footed, small step, and the rest step. You notice that I can stop almost anywhere here to be in balance. So the exercise is simple. Just go up, I'll be up here, and we'll see how it goes, okay? Come on, it's time. Nice, flat-footed there, very